welcome to my channel. Today we're going to compare 5 different violins, starting with the one from China for 60 euros and ending with a beautiful old violin from Germany for 22,000 euros. So yesterday we went to the violin maker and he gave us 4 beautiful violins, and today we're going to get to know them. We're going to compare the sound, the price and the relation between those two, and then you can decide which one you would like to have as a beginner. With this violin from China, you will not have as much fun practicing violin. Yeah, and in some cases students even give up playing on a violin altogether because it's so discouraging. Whatever you do, you can't have a nicer sound. You can't get that smooth sound on a violin. And it doesn't just come from practicing. So you also need a good violin in order to get a great sound of it. So it does matter what kind of violin you have, especially at the beginning. This violin was made in 1982. It's a German violin from Mittenwald. It costs 4,500 euros. It's a beautiful violin. I love the color. It's really very well made. And it has a perfect sound for beginner. Yeah, not too strong. And not too soft. It's really pleasant. You'll definitely be able to get a smooth sound out of this violin as a beginner. It's great for practicing. It's really a beautiful violin. Great for beginners and not necessarily for advanced violinists. I got all these violins from our local violin maker, by the way, from the luthier, and I'll put the link down below so that you can check them out. Here we have a French violin, Coutilliot, made in 1880. It costs 6,500 euros. And it has a beautiful dark sound. I love it. It's really beautiful, so if you want to have something special, you should definitely get this one. As a beginner, this would be like really great. This is really awesome. So, Coutilliot, made in 1880. Here we have our Italian Puglisi, made in 1923. So really beautiful color. And the sound is a little bit like the color, quite dark, and at the same time it's open, which is quite unusual. quite a strong sound. You can use it as a concert violinist. You can definitely have beautiful recitals with this one. It has quite a strong sound. I love the pegs. I would definitely like to have a violin like this. This is a really good one. Beautiful Italian violin. This one costs 19,000 euros. It's worth every penny, every cent in this case. And here is the oldest violin of them all. Here's a violin from 1700, imagine that, 18th century, really old and still alive. Isn't that amazing? I love this one. And it looks so elegant. It's so slim. It's beautiful. This one has the strongest and really the most beautiful sound of them all. I love this one. If I would be deciding which violin to get, I would get this one, which is the Italian Puglisi, and I would get this one. I would get both of them because I'm in love with them. This one definitely has the strongest sound. This one has an interesting character, so I love both of them. Both of them are great. Both of them have different character and are interesting. You can use them in different recitals for different pieces in a different way. In case you now feel totally confused as a beginner, don't worry. It's really simple. At the beginning, you can either buy a really cheap violin and try to put up with the way it sounds, but I would not recommend that. The other possibility is to buy a really expensive violin and to enjoy it for life. This is a violin for life, basically. So if you decide to invest 22,000 euros in a violin, you've got what you wanted, and that's perfect. But if you don't have that amount of money, there is a simple solution to that. You go to a violin maker and you can rent a violin by paying $20 or $30 per month. You can rent a violin and you can have a beautiful violin from the very beginning without spending too much money. The solution is simple. You either buy one, a really cheap one, or of course you decide to buy another one for 4,000 or 5,000 euros and then upgrade to something better, or you immediately buy an expensive one and enjoy all its benefits either by buying it or by renting it and paying for it monthly. So this was my super pro advice for all of you beginners. We'll cut that out.